it's really easy to listen and remember. Gosh, I forgot what you were talking about. It's really easy to listen.
About the name. Name.
Oh yeah, your name.
Ted.
Yeah, it's really easy to hear or to pronounce,
Right.
not to listen. Yeah. You said we were introducing each other, but if we were introducing each other, then I'm talking about her, she is talking about her, she is talking about him. You would want to say we are introducing ourselves instead of each other. Youngju was really pursued perfectionism. Just say Youngju was a perfectionist.
Perfectionist.
Perfectionist. He became mean and mean, meaner and meaner. He should made really much effort. This is also when you were talking about that. Just he had to use a lot of effort, or he had to exert a lot of effort. And again, in that story, you said he followed his grandfather very well. The word followed sounds very unnatural. He listened to his grandfather really well, or he wanted to be like his grandfather.
Yes.
He tried to be like his grandfather. Yeah. Songwoo. 5 months later, I have to go to military. Instead of saying 5 months later, blah, 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 2 years later, blah, blah, blah. If we're talking about the past, we say 5 months ago, 2 years ago. But usually when we're talking about the future, we say in 5 months. In 3 months, I'm going to do this. In 5 months, I have to enter the military. Study competition is too hard. You said that. You would just want to say in schools the competition is too hard, or students are competing too hard with each other. Study competition. You cannot put those two words together.
Oh, wait a second. I have a question about 5 months later.
Yeah.
So in which case can we use
5 months later?
Yes.
You can use that. You can, yeah, there's definitely times you can use that. If you're going to use 5 months later, you're going to put it at the end of the sentence.
At the end.
I have to go to the military. Even then, I have to go to the military in 5 months. Or just if you're answering, when are you going there? In 5 months. 5 months later. 5 months from now, we say sometimes. 5 months later is more when you're talking about something before, right? Like telling a story. He was doing this and this, and then he had his baby. 5 months later, he got in a car accident. It's like when you're talking about time, and you want to show the jump in time.
So maybe in a context, there
Yes,
is just
exactly.
because just a norm, and I might add something maybe rate or something.
Exactly. You said this article about Olympic at Beijing. This article is about or talks about the Beijing Olympics, or the Olympics in Beijing. You wouldn't say at Beijing, in Beijing. You said smell is not good. Just, it was smelly, it was stinky, it did not smell good. You do not say smell is not good. Smell, it was not good. No, the smell was not good maybe. It was stinky, it was smelly, it didn't smell nice. It's better. And you said, at that time, I can't have a lot of money. I didn't have a lot of money. Pyongo, I'm working on company dealing with marketing. I'm working in a company. You don't work on the company, in. You said, let's go, when you're talking about the itinerary, our schedule, let's go to the next, you said, let's go to the next, maybe just say, let's move on, let's move to the next. I never think that seriously. You said, I never think that seriously. If you said, I never think that seriously, it means all your thoughts are never serious. You are not serious man. I never think that seriously. And you were talking about a certain topic. So you'd want to say, I never think about that. You need the word that. I never think about that seriously. I never thought about that seriously. You can also leave out the word seriously. I never thought about that. I never really thought about that. And that means you never thought about it at all. I never thought about that seriously. And you said there are also a lot of troubles. We were talking about Bhutan, right? There are also a lot of troubles. Instead of the word trouble, I would say problems. There are a lot of problems in Bhutan.
네, 저희 마감 시간이 다 되었어요.
네.
Okay.
안녕해주세요.
Yeah. There are a lot of problems in this country. Social problems, political problems, not really troubles. Serena, this is not a really important one. Everyone's going to understand what you say. But just when you say I'm an office worker, that's just not a term we use. I think you know that, but maybe they don't. Just I'm an office worker. I think it gets lost in translation a little bit. We don't really say you can say I'm a businessman or a businesswoman, but even then we're usually more specific with what is your actual job. I work in exports or imports or blah blah blah. This is for replenishment. I forget what you were talking about.
Replacement.
Yeah. This is for replenishment. We're talking about something I can't forget, but that sounded very strange. This is for replenishment.
Oh, actually, she's attending the other session, so
Yeah.
she could not come to that session last week.
Yeah.
So this is kind of rewarding or substituting
Oh,
position or.
Okay. And you said I can go and watch Small Money. I can go and watch with Small Money. We do not say small money. You also said big money. We do not say small money, big money. We say I can go very cheap and travel there very cheaply, or I can go with a little bit of money. With a little bit of money, a lot of money. We do not say small money and big money.
So if I say big money,
a
then
lot of money.
yeah, if I say big money to you, it sounds like physically really big money.
Yeah, which we don't really talk
Like
about
big
often.
bills, huh?
So it really sounds strange. Yeah. And I went to work there for some years. Instead of some, a few years, a couple of years. This is a mistake Koreans make a lot. For some years, we do not say it like that. And we don't have to be shamed when we take a photo. We don't have to be ashamed. But even better than that is just use the word embarrassed. Is better. Yeah. And Misun, I have a lot of chance to talk to. I have had many chances to talk to. I have had many chances to talk to. I have you said I have a lot of difficulties, blah blah blah. The grammar's fine, but we do not usually say I have a lot of difficulties. Usually it's very difficult. It's very difficult. You said in the Facebook, we never say that, we always say on Facebook. Through this movie I got understood. Through this movie I learned. Or this movie helped me understand. And the last one, thought that Olympic Games, a lot of press become allowed to establish in Korea. I think you wanted to say the Olympic Games allowed, instead of, I think, you don't need the word become, just the Olympic Games allowed the press, you could switch it, the Olympic Games allowed the press to become more established, or another way, the Olympic Games helped to establish the press and the media. The Olympic Games helped to legitimize the press and media. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Yep.
Any questions?
Any questions? Yeah.
No. Okay.
No.
Thank you.
Okay.